us like to create jobs in New York. Gentleman from New York, Mr. Reed.
Gentleman from New York is recognized for 3 minutes.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. And thank you to Chairman Brady for the time to speak tonight. And before I get into my speech this evening, I just want to take a moment. I just heard a colleague on the other side of the aisle call essentially me a master of deceit. This country is sick and tired of this type of divisive rhetoric. I am here to tell you that it is time to put the American people first. I understand that we sit sometimes in this chamber on the biggest political theater in the United States of America, but at some point in time, I got to say, enough is enough. To my colleagues on the other side of the aisle, I would ask us, and to the American people back home, look at the legislation that we have done on the committee. Bottom line, hard-working taxpayers in my district are going to see $1,600 of their hard-earned dollars remain in their pocket, with the government not taking that money away from them in the House bill. There are differences between the House bill and the Senate bill. I think there are legitimate parts of the Senate bill we should consider in this conference committee that we are going to entertain here very shortly. Things like the medical expense deduction, things potentially like the historic tax credit. But that is how legislation is drafted. We have a body in the Senate, we have a body in the House, and we come together to put the best product forward for the American people. And I will tell you, as I have heard from my colleagues on the other side of the aisle, if reducing taxes is not a part of economic growth, then you disagree with every governor in the United States of America. Because every governor's economic development plan across this state, what does it do? You see the commercials as you travel around this country. Come to New York State. We're open for business because we have lowered our taxes for opportunities and growth. I see it in Illinois. I see it in California. I see it in Texas. So what we have done with the proposal in the House is exactly that. We have focused relief on hardworking taxpayers, and we have lowered the tax burden overall so that people can invest in their businesses, they can invest in their families, and they can grow the economy, which at the end of the day, you know what that means for an American person? It means more money for them, but most importantly, it means a job. A job not only to make money, but it's good for the soul. It's good for the heart. It brings you pride in knowing that you did an honest day's work to get an honest day's amount of pay. That's what growth is about. It's not about numbers. It's about people and opportunity. I ask my colleagues, join us in